About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. Here comes a rookie from Michigan State. And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37. And CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Here's 2nd and 8. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now they'll change things up. Metcalf motions left. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll run. This is Bashal Turton. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. You look at this Steeler defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
This is 2nd and 8.
Easy, 23. Son.
Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. They'll go for a gain of 7. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Jaguars are 9-5 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Red on red.
Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step.
He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. 35 yards that time on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
This is 24. Son, this is hot. Here we go.
Right back to him on first down. 51 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
On red. Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brings up 3rd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on his spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The first catch of the ball game there for Metcalf, and a first down to boot.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And some room to maneuver. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They give him a gain of 38. They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do. And you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
Let's go. Check up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth from 3 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, let's go.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. Through the middle of the field. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 14-7.
Steelers 7. And Little will kick off for the Jaguars.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here trying to tie this football game. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. and 6. Now back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
They go play action here on 1st down. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they're trying to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Hey, lie.
Another toe for ETN. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 81 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hey, kill. Ready.
And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 9.
Hey, Rob.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Now Lawrence. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
The 42-yard line.
Hey, easy. Route.
Here's Lawrence. He rifles one. That's going to be intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And this one too low.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll do a nice job here just to find his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. 3rd down and 10. And now an audible here into something else. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Jaguar pressure and Jaguar sack. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And that's caught inside the 30. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Let's go.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
24-yard line.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Second down and 4.
All right, let's go. Here we go.
ETN up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Here is third down and 4.
Hey, kill. Go, let's go.
It's now third and 4.
Now Lawrence to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Pitching it out to ETN. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Second and 5.
Hey, run!
Looking to throw, Lawrence. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 67 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On red.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2 yards to go, second down.
Hey, easy. Route. Silver.
Straight ahead, ETN. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Hey, danger, touch.
Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
23.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45, and it'll be territory.
This is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
First down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 18 more yards there and another first down.
First down, Steelers.
And now they'll shift things around. Here's a quick throw to Freiermuth. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Metcalf motions left. They'll set up to throw. From left side, it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Back to throw here. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Roman Wilson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, Lion!
That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. The second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pump build his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 90 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some 7 yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10.
11. Hey.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good.